Hey coaches, what's going on? This is Coach Beast here with another video, and I have a good one for you today. I'm going to talk to you about how to build your personal brand as a coach. That's right. We're going to talk about how to build your personal brand as a coach, because you're going to be surprised at how important it is to have a great personal brand if you want success as a college coach, high school coach, middle school coach, or youth football coach. It doesn't matter. You need to have a strong personal brand, and I'm here to help you with that. The number one thing you need to focus on with creating a dynamic personal brand is you want to create your coaching philosophy, all right? This is the framework of being a good coach. I'm just going to tell you like it is, right? You need to have a great coaching philosophy, because this is going to help you protect your football program, protect and dictate who you hire on your staff or who you get onto your volunteer staff, all right? For example, my coaching philosophy is rooted in academic excellence, athletic performance, teamwork, discipline, community, right? So let's use that as a framework, right? That helps me to dictate the type of people I want around our kids. It helps to dictate the type of coaches I want on staff. For example, hard work is a big value of mine, right? If coaches don't show up on time to practice, that's a problem for me, right? Because I'm going to show up about 20 to 30 minutes before practice, and I'm going to leave about 20 to 30 minutes after practice. Not saying that my coaches have to show up 30 minutes before, but I am expecting them to show up on time, all right? That's super important. If my coaches don't show up on time, we're going to have a problem. If my coaches can care less about a kid making good grades, we're going to have a problem, because academic performance is very important to my program. You have to make sure your coaching philosophy is clear and concise, because it's going to help you filter out a lot of bad apples in your program. Do not skip this step. Step number 2, you want to create a coaching persona. This is super important. You know, a lot of you don't like when Coach Beast yell like this, but guess what? This is a part of my coaching persona, all right? My background, I got a military background. I've been through a lot of crap in my life that has made me intense, that has made me stronger, that has made me unapologetically authentic to myself, right? So I can really care less about how people feel about me and who I am, because who I am that you see today as Coach Beast, this is a accumulation of my life experiences, the things I've learned in the world of business and of marketing and of coaching, right? So I have a lot of confidence, and I'm not ashamed of being myself and the best version of myself, and being intense and passionate about what I do, all right? So I'm going to give you a good example, another example of what makes a great coaching persona. Think about Coach Prime. He's a great example of this. You know, Coach Prime is really good at marketing himself and doing different things to really get attention. And whether you love him or you hate him, you know, he's able to generate millions of dollars for the city of Colorado, for the university. He's able to get millions of followers and things of that nature. Whether people like him or not, he's standing out. He's standing out. He's not an average Joe. He's standing out among coaches. He's standing out among your average people, right? He's standing out among other celebrities. Coach Prime is up there, whether you like him or not, right? That's an example of him having an awesome persona. You know, for me, you know, my background, you know, I have military roots. I have business roots. I come from a blue-collar family, right? So a lot of my values are rooted in patriotism. I mean, look, I got a freaking tattoo of the American flag right here, right? So, you know, I love my country. I love those who serve, military, police officers, firefighters, all your conservationists, things of that nature. I love all of you guys, because you help keep us safe, right? So I love that, and it's a part of my persona. Your persona may be different. You know, you may like the bling and the swagger and the chains and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but you need to make sure you have a very clear and defined persona, because again, based on the way your persona is, your inner superhero, your persona is like your superhero, okay? It's what you want people to perceive you as out here, right? So, you know, Coach Beast is my superhero brand, right? What is your brand? Really focus on that and think about that. And number 3, this is very important. You want to build your online presence, all right? We're in 2024 as this video is being recorded, and most people are on social media, all right? Back in the day, I used to be able to just print out flyers, go to elementary schools, you know, and, you know, have them turn in the flyers to the kids, and the kids get the flyers to the parents, so on and so forth, you know. And so kids will come out to the practice, you know, you put your date on the flyer and all of that, and you're good. Those days are almost gone, all right? Things have changed so much that some schools won't even allow you into the facility, right? So it's important to have an online presence, because now you can post multiple times as much as you want, letting people know that you have a youth football program that you're starting, or if you're like a high school coach, you can let people know that you're doing registration and what the values are, what your philosophy is, right? As a coach, you can let the parents know what you are about, and this is going to help you attract more kids to your program. It's also going to help you attract quality parents to your program. That was always my vision. I always wanted to have a youth football team that was diverse. We pride ourselves on being the most diverse youth football program in our league. Why? Because we're able to stir a buzz in our city to be able to attract kids that who may not even think about playing football, right? But because their cousin is playing football, they may join, right? So, you know, with my football teams, my youth football teams, they were the most diverse in our league, and we was very intentional about that. But a part of our strategy in doing that was building an online presence that attracted and reached a diverse crowd, right? So we had black kids, white kids, Hispanic kids, mixed kids, you know, in our program. And, you know, for us to be in the South, right, that was a big to-do, because usually, as you know, unless you like in the suburbs or something like that, a lot of these teams are all white, all black. You know, you may have a team that's, you know, 90% white and may have, you know, 10% black, but we was a mixed bag for real, right? And we prided ourselves on that through our online strategy. Number 4, this is really important. Share your story. Your job as a coach when establishing your brand is you want people to connect to you, okay? Know, like, and trust you. I'm going to say that again. You want people to know, like, and trust you. And this is how you build this, okay? When parents see your story, they're going to connect to you, and they're going to learn more about you, and they're going to tell their friends about you, right? Through the story that you have. A lot of people connect to me. Why? Because I share, you know, stories on my family, on business, on my values of discipline, and how, you know, I feel like the family is eroding, and it's a part of my job to help cultivate strong family units. This is why I do what I do. People connect to that story, right? I share about my experience in corporate America. I share about my experience working in education as a recruiter. I share my experience of being a business owner for now 10 years, right? Like, I share that stuff. And guess what? People connect to it. And it attracts different kinds of people to your program, right? I don't care if you're a youth football coach. See, a lot of people, and you don't want to make this mistake, is that a lot of people will crap on a youth football coach because they're a youth football coach. From a social hierarchy standpoint, youth football coaches are bottom of the totem pole, all right? But I beg to differ. You have to build a persona that's bigger than just a youth football coach. You don't need to be seen. You don't need to see yourself as an average Joe, all right? You don't need to see yourself as, oh, I'm just a guy coaching football, coaching my son, or I'm just a gal coaching my son. No, you a freaking superhero. Find your persona. My persona is Coach Beast. What's your persona? This is going to help you connect to other people. It's going to help you connect to other coaches. If you want a coaching career, right? The coach at high school level, college level, your persona and your online presence is going to really help build that, right? It's going to help build that. It's going to help generate money for you, right? I didn't get $35,000 from ESPN and State Farm. I wasn't awarded that money being an average Joe. I was doing stuff that nobody else was doing. I'm going to say that again. I was doing stuff that nobody else was doing. You have to be the guy or gal that does things that nobody else is doing, because there are a lot of football coaches out here and they all blend together. You got to be that one person that stands out, right? You got to be the person that stands out, and it starts with establishing your coaching philosophy, building that persona, building your online presence, and sharing your story, point blank. All right, coach, that's it for this video. I hope you got value from this lesson. And remember, you want to establish your brand to stand out and to attract opportunities. Really, everything is opportunities, right? Attract opportunities to yourself. And again, guys, if you haven't already, if you're interested in getting any of my playbooks, things of that nature, you can just go down to my description to check out all the playbooks that I have available. All right, guys, until next time, I want you to win more games, score more points. Beast out. Peace.